Just look at that. Look at that. That's so fucking off. On turn 4? On turn 4? Nick, are you watching this video? I really hope you're watching this video. They did this with 3 mana on turn 4. Where you at, bruh? What you been doing this whole time? What have you been doing with your life, Nick? This is what I rely on you for. Stupid shit like this. I do stupid shit like this. You do stupid shit like this. Alright, so this is the finished version of the deck that I have built. And, you know, it's around a 50% win rate, so it's not that bad. You'll be seeing some of the matches coming up soon, and they were pretty fun. You know, there's a lot of red deck wins out there, and that really hurts our win rate when they're just dropping Leyline of Resonance on turn 0, and we've got to sit there on the fucking draw. Hopefully that problem gets fixed, and healthy decks like this can flourish and be anywhere between 55 to 60% where they belong. Really, let's get real. You should be able to play a deck like this and slowly move up the ladder throughout the month. So we're going to get into this deck. The finished product so far is Optimistic Scavenger, a key 1-drop creature, Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters or whenever you fully unlock a room, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Our next creature is Paw Patch Recruit. They're great because, you know, they're a 1-drop that just screams, kill me. Get me the fuck off the field. So we have a lot of high priority targets in our deck that will be coming up. We already went over Optimistic Scavenger, who really is a high priority target. They will get out of control if they're not handled. So it's nice to have them around, and especially if people do try to take out high priority targets, now there's a little bit of punishment. We get a little bit of benefit by getting those counters. And another thing is, as we will see in the videos, that we can just drop them as turn 3 as 2 creatures. We're fighting a removal heavy deck. This may make it just too hard and too stressful for them to handle the situation. Or we can just keep swinging on another mid-range deck and keep blockers back of our own in case they have big creatures that may not have trample or menace. So then we've got Bright Blade Stoat. I think I mispronounced that. First Strike and Lifelink for 2 mana. They're 2/2. It's a great solid white creature. The whole reason we have them in this deck is just to throw stuff on them, though. They've got First Strike and they've got Lifelink, so that makes them a great option to beef up, especially with all these other aggressive decks running around. If you get this guy in the field and you can beef him up, that's a good chance to hold back rabbits, a decent chance to hold back red deck wins, and definitely a great chance to hold back mono black zombies. Even though I didn't get the chance to face any, I just know with the First Strike and the Lifelink, if zombies can't take them off the field, it doesn't matter how aggressively they're going, they're not going to outpace our life gain. That belongs in the other stack. So then our next creature is Werefox Bodyguard. I love this guy. I mean, just a 2/2 with flash for 3 mana. That's nice. It's nothing too crazy, but the fact that they can remove any non-fox creature your opponent controls, or actually any non-fox creature from the battlefield until they leave the battlefield, is great. So it's not just removal. We could use this to protect something like a Calyx Guided by Fate if we were really pushing a corner against a control deck with a board wipe. So then on to our last technically creature is the adventure. God, I cannot read that with the special. Ardenvale Fealty. But Virtue of Loyalty. The adventure attached to that, it gives us a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance at instant speed for 2 mana. So that's great, you know. It's just a surprise blocker if we need it. It's nothing too fancy on itself, but Virtue of Loyalty, if we get stuck in the long game, we're going to want that. It's going to untap our creatures to give them a pseudo vigilance, and it will keep beefing them up as the game progresses. And because we have Innkeeper's Talent in this deck, we do have access to the long game. Level 2 gives our permanents ward when they get a counter on them, which level 1 gives a creature a counter at the beginning of our combat. And then level 3, it will just double the counters we get, which isn't something this deck really needs, but if we have the mana to spend and we end up doing it, there's no harm in that. You know, we have some creatures. We have a few creatures that create counters on their own. So there is some synergy with the Innkeeper's Talent being able to double all our counters. So now on to our auras, the most important part of this deck. First, we have the return of Ethereal Armor with Duskmourn, the Duskmourn set, which is amazing. Like, we all love this, especially if you grew up around shit like this. It's a very powerful enchantment. You get enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control, and First Strike. So another source of First Strike to go with our Weasel. That's always nice. It's great to have that for when we're blocking or when we want to just swing but don't want to risk our creature dying. Audacity, one of my favorite enchantments in Standard still. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 for 1 green mana and trample. And when Audacity is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, we get to draw a card. And, that's awesome if we get to start just cloning Audacity with Calyx Guided by Fate's ability, because I actually forgot to go over their abilities. For people who aren't familiar with them or never got to see them in Standard, their ability, they have a Constellation ability, which is an older mechanic back from Theros, and whenever this card enters the battlefield, or whenever this card or another enchantment you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So it's basically just like Optimistic Scavenger's Eerie, except the rooms aren't included. We don't use rooms, so we don't give a fuck. What's cool about them, though, is their second ability. Whenever them or another enchanted creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may choose to copy any enchantment you control that is not Calyx themselves. Because that would may start seeming bonkers. Like, it would be like Calyx has pseudo-vigilance and is always able to beef themselves up. And yeah, I understand that's a good balance. So yeah, we get to use that on things like Audacity or Ethereal Armor. Creatures are going to get big fast. And then also we have Sheltered by Ghost. This is another key card. It's removal. It works just like Werewolf's Bodyguard does, where it enters the battlefield, except we remove a non-land permanent an opponent controls, which that's even more valuable to us. And then on top of that, the enchanted creature gets +1/+0, lifelink, and ward 2. So they're harder to kill. They're going to be the highest priority target on the field probably because, on top of having captured one of their non-land permanents, you also give them lifelink. So that war is nice. And speaking about them being a high priority target, we do have Royal Treatment in here. Only 3 copies of it. We really don't need a lot more than that, though. Like, it's a great card. We just don't want to get stacked with Royal Treatments. It's an instant for 1 green. Target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. Then we get to create a Royal Roll token attached to that creature. A Royal Roll token is an enchantment token from the Wilds of Eldrani set, where enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has ward 1. So, with that, with Innkeeper's Talent, with Sheltered by Ghost, we have a lot of actual sources of ward to help protect our creatures as we try to beat our opponents down. So yeah, during the gameplay footage, you're going to see cards used that aren't in this deck still, because I was experimenting. It was like, we know some of the core cards that we need, and to be honest, as I said during the stats segment, or as I bring up during the stats segment, they may not be the best 2-drop, but they're a very, very good, solid choice for this deck. They are. If only there was someone that could set this over the ledge as an enchantment-focused creature. That would have been better. But they're a great creature to beef up, and that's why I think they really deserve their spot in this deck. And in decks like this, I was running 21 lands originally, but now I'm running 20. I usually don't prefer to run a lot of lands. We just always struggle when we get like 5 or 6 lands. Like, yes, we have Virtue of Loyalty in here, but we don't want to have to play it. Like, you want to play Virtue of Loyalty after you've been hit by a wipe or 2. That's when you're planning on playing Virtue of Loyalty. You don't want to play this shit on curve. We're not that kind of deck. Like, our curve is 3 mana, but we can do quite well with just 2. Dude, I don't know if I did an intro. I did an intro at one point. So yes, thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. Let us know if there's any cool decks you'd like to see one of us work on. Nick has his awesome Golgari deck coming up. I can't wait to see it in action. Stay tuned for more. Thank you. Opponent goes first, but pretty good hand. We have Sheltered by Ghosts, so thank God. They don't drop Leyline Resonance. They have Scamp Bitch. We'll see what happens. This is a very good lifesaver, especially with her against red deck wins. Okay, good, good. Now, they may just fucking take her out, though. That's what I would do if I was red deck wins. Don't you do it. Don't you. Don't. Oh, thank God. Dude, my fucking, like, oh my God. Time stood still for a second, I swear. That was stressful. Oh. I would have done it. I would have done the sack. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought I was doing her token. That was a little confusing to me. All right, back up to 20. And they got Shitstain over there. The weakest link in our red deck wins. Like, it's nice that they let us do that, but yeah, when you got someone like Slickshot Show Off running around, they don't feel that powerful. So I think my best option here is to put everything on the creature with lifelink. Oh my god, these goddamn lands. I only have 21 in this deck. Maybe I should run down to 20. I don't know. This is scary, to be honest, though. Like, it is starting to get scary to me. Okay, but I'm back up to 18, so I guess I shouldn't be scared. I don't know why I'm over here fucking spazzing out. I'm back up to 18. Life is good. Life is good. Oh no, they got this Slickshot Show Off. There's nothing they can do, though. They just killed me twice over. I'd be a little salty. I don't need a block. I got 5 life left still, bro. More lands. Look what this game does to try to make me lose. Look what it does. Just like the other night when I was streaming with Leyline of Resonance. Look at that. You can't make me lose, fucking land smoother. So just stop. The fuck, people? God, this must be such a garbage deck to draw hands like this consistently. That's a great hand, but I gotta give something up, which sucks. I don't know if I want to give up Werefox Bodyguard or if I want to give up Paw Patch Recruit. I guess I'll give up the Bodyguard because I can play Paw Patch Recruit on the 3rd turn either way, or I could play it on the 2nd turn. And no, I can't play it on the 2nd turn with Audacity unless I get another land. So, yikes. I guess I'll... yeah. Oh my god. Red deck wins on the draw again? I can't do that. No one can do red deck wins on the draw consistently. No one. Well, I mean, I have what I need to do it technically, so I could. That would just be funny. This video is full of me just beating up on red deck wins. Alright, so what are you going to hit me for? I know you're going to hit me. What? What? Oh, okay. Probably thinking you're going to get something big next turn. See, I'm not drawing green lands, and I'm drawing greens. Maybe I should have thrown some... Okay, anyways. So I want to get rid of the Scamp, definitely. Even though these guys have prowess, yes, they're still threatening. The Scamp can be just sucked. That's always a threat for card deck, for this any deck. Hopefully I draw Forest next turn, or Ethereal Armor, and we'll be unstoppable. I would swing and fling. Oh, nope, okay. 11 damage. Yeah, see, if I don't get something like Ethereal Armor... Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck, game? Alright, Audacity it is. We're just gonna have to hope that they run out of gas before we run out of momentum. God, it's the exact same 2 cards as last turn. Wow. This is just terrible, folks. Just terrible. I'm just doing this just so I can get more life. But then again, That may have just been enough to win. We'll see if they got their skill draw. I think they got their skill draw. Nope. Oh shit. Ah. Oh, if that lifelink, that is, early game lifelink is all you need to beat red deck wins. Yeah, I'm really feeling more optimistic about my Mice Enchantments. Actually, can't wait to try that out now. The opponent goes first, but we have Optimistic Scavenger and 2 Sheltered by Ghost, which is pretty nice. Oof, they got a Leyline, though. Which one is that? Oh, the life-gaining one. Oof. Oh, you know, Nick was telling me, and I think he was right, because we've both came to this conclusion. The game does not like, odd lands in your odd land count. It does weird things. I forgot about that. We were going to try Sheltered by Ghost, just to give them the ward and the lifelink. Oh, my bad. I forgot it was non-land permanent. I was thinking it was creature. That's great. We have enchantment removal. I am such a dumbass sometimes, acting like I don't know what my fucking cards do. I wonder if they're gonna want to block, but if they don't get the kill, they probably won't want to block, right? Yeah, let's give her both tokens. We'll gain 5 life. Show this life gain deck what is up. Oh shit! Do they not know what that does? Take action. So it's gonna automatically choose Sheltered by Ghost. They don't know I'm doing shit. They're like, your go. Your go. Do you got a board wipe? Sorry. Oh man. That was peak. That was great. That's why I like making those montages of misery, or whatever I was calling them. You just get to see these fucking bullshit, like me sitting there, 5 lands in play, 2 lands in hand, right after a board wipe. This isn't right. Okay, so they got the land untapped. Do they have priority? I hope not. Oh! That sucks for me. Oh well. We got plenty of ways for removal and stuff like that. What, you think I didn't know you had that? Oh my god, you tricked me. They got a big... When red deck wins does something... Oh, we got these guys. The guy who only plays on priority now. Okay. Alright, bitch, I got you. You think they got another lightning strike? I think they do. Oh, I can't play them. Yep, they got another shock or something. Or maybe not. Oh, yeah, they do. Look. They just don't want me to keep creatures. I hate this kind of red deck wins player. I really do. With a passion. It's like, you are some fucking John Grindy motherfucker who picked up red deck wins. Like my brother, who doesn't know quite how to use it. I'm supposed to do this? Yes, you're supposed to do that. Sacrifice your creature. There's nothing you can do. I mean, it was a good try. I'm getting tired of all this fucking removal, though. Didn't pack my over excessively hexproof deck today. Now they got Ward 3. Now, I really hope I draw a plane soon. I mean, it's been giving me a lot of lands lately. And it has no issue giving me more plains than forest. Up until now. Still, 4 health a turn is not enough to win. You know, that's all they're doing to me, so I guess that's enough to win. 6 is a lot better. And a blocker with flash, yeah. Imagine this motherfucker paying 4 mana to lay down the shock on my Paw Patch recruits. Okay, they're not going to. I feel like I've beaten red deck wins so much of this deck. I just want to like play a clip from the new guy. Who's the bitch now? Watch, it's another fucking. It's more removal. I guess no major complaints there. Paw Patch recruit triggered. I got my planes. Yeah. Red deck wins. Hates this card. No, I should have done that beforehand, but no, what? Actually, wait. We'll let that resolve. We'll let that resolve because if they get something to beef them up with, oh, they don't. Okay. Wow, this is. They just didn't draw their gas, even though I gotta say, this is why I don't run removal in my fucking red deck wins. Right here. They just drew into removal. They could have killed me if they actually had things to throw on their creatures. Like, I know that's why Manifold Mouse is so awesome and powerful, is because they work as something to trigger Valiant on your Heartfire Hero, on your Emberheart Challenger. But also, you know, Monastery, Swiftspear, and Slickshot Showoff are very powerful players in this deck. I'm like a red deck wins a fish. I'm expert, I feel like. Auto pay. And red deck wins hates flash blockers. We just hate it. Yeah, now that you realize you can't actually get the win, I don't think you had much of a chance anyways. I mean, this ain't a bad hand. I mean, it's pretty good. We got removal. We got a little bit of card advantage, hope maybe. Don't have lifelink. Don't have the removal we want. But we got the removal we need. If I play, well, I'm trying to do some math, because if I play Fergus now, that gives me 3 altogether. If I play this, and this next turn, this will be a +2 on her, and then another one, so that's +3. That's +2, so that's +5 altogether. So it's not enough, but it means it would be enough the next turn. I don't know. I guess I should just do Innkeeper's Talent. I just don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I feel like maybe they're not worth it if I can't draw the card on the 3rd turn. Like, I have a rabbit. I have a lot of ways to beef up my creatures. So it's nice to have these guys. Ever since I just took out Virtue of Loyalty, I guess it's a little less nice. So they're gonna play up the beans. I wonder if they got a wipe. I wonder if they got a way to wipe me. Well, they wouldn't wipe if they got. Well, they could have a way to wipe, but they wouldn't do temporary lockdown if they have up the beanstalk. Spread them out a little bit. So next turn, we're guaranteed to draw a card as long as we have our creatures in play. Maybe I should have triggered Ward instead of going for Ethereal Armor and the extra damage. But they're not going to throw down a board wipe that kills all tap creatures. It's crazy the way this game goes. Like, 3 mana, you know, used to be great to kill a creature. Just solid. Nobody would argue with that. So this motherfucker got a lifelink. Oh wait, I got a solution to that. Unfortunately, we don't get the kill, but we leave them on 1 health. I mean, oof, that can't feel good. Oh, and they stick through it though. Nice. Maybe they got away for removal. That's real commendable to stick through with 1 health, man. Really, it doesn't matter who you're facing up against. Oh. Temporary lockdown. Man, that's crazy that they would do that, because that even gets their up the beanstalk. Maybe they were thinking or hoping that it would get my... Okay, I think they thought it was going to get my Werefox Bodyguard. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, 2 mana, exile a creature. That would, on a stick, that'd be crazy. That would have to be like a weak creature. Well, I mean, they're already weak anyways. I thought that said sobriety. I was like, this game keeps you sober? Shit. Not a bad hand, not a bad hand. Sucks we're going second and probably against red deck wins. Yep. Here's what's giving it away right now is these ranks. Oh, are they lizards? I guess they're not red deck wins, so that's good. Maybe we can get some fun stuff going off. Who knows? Oh, maybe they are just red deck wins. Oh, everybody's just removal crazy today. So I guess I don't have much to do but just drop Innkeeper's Talent. Next turn I can drop a Wolfie Boy, get something off hit their field, and then after that we're Fox Boy. I keep calling them Werewolf. So I feel like this guy's going for... This may be a big red deck or some shit like that, though. They may be going for the long game. Well, I can do this. At least that would force them to need to use 3 mana. I'm going to play this guy and then upgrade my talent. So at least that's going to force them to have to use 3 mana if they want to kill my creature. I don't think there's any 1 mana deal 3 damage to target creature in standard right now. And I've got first strike, so I'm not a bad option as a blocker. But Monsters Swift Spear with their prowess, they could still survive just a simple +3. I'm only at 12. Oh, okay, wow. I'm going to say I'm only at 12. In theory, I could get murdered. Now I feel like I've got nice options now. That's actually very nice to feel. So first things first, we'll play Calyx. Then we'll put Audacity on our creature with lifelink. Now they could kill Calyx. I'm kind of afraid they do. But I really want to get a chance to clone stuff. Yeah, they're going to kill Calyx right away. Yep. Okay. Still, we're getting life. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We're gaining 7 fucking life. Oh, but they've got 3 mana. All right. Oh, yeah. Mishra's Foundry, you are definitely big red. Maybe not. I don't know what this is exactly. I like it, though. It's kind of funky. All right, so we were going to Werewolf Bodyguard. Get rid of this annoying motherfucker. Pop Hatch Recruit just to give us a chum blocker. Maybe if they try to take away our Werewolf Bodyguard, now we get more ways to beef our creatures up. We're going to put a counter on a Werewolf Bodyguard, though, just so they're a little protected. Now it's going to cost 3 mana to get rid of them. Yeah. Deck does really good against other aggro decks. I'm not surprised. Pretty good hand. Pretty beefy shit, too. Like, we could just go the fuck off on these guys if we get lucky. Especially if they're a slow deck. This is a brute, as Nick says, a burr hand. Imagine like a machine gun. So now, I don't know if I want to... Okay, yes, we're going to throw down our Weasel. I was saying, I don't know if I want to throw down the Weasel or just hit hard and fast. We're going to throw down the Weasel, hit hard and fast next turn. Hit hard next turn with lifelink. He's going to get +6, so he's going to be 8 with lifelink in first strike. 8-6? 8-4? Something like that. 8-6. This deck needs 4 of them. This is going to be an interesting video. This is going to be like a becoming video. Gonna need the Rocky music going on. This deck running up a staircase, punching fucking bags of meat. Like it knows it's getting stronger every day. And the next turn, I get to play Calyx, and shit goes fucking crazy. I wonder if they just... Nah, surely they don't scoop after I do all this shit. Good thing I don't have another 1-mana enchantment in my hand. They probably would have. See, I have a Naya version of this deck. It's like, why do I make 3 colored versions of these fucking decks? It makes no sense. They're an aggro deck. Do I really want to deal with losing, like, having, like, probably 5 to 10% of my win rate chucked down just because of more land issues? Yes, I don't care. I'm going to do Teamer again, too. Dude, you cannot catch up to this shit. You cannot fucking catch up to this shit. There ain't no catching up. Oh, 1 damage short. I should have swung with her. It's kind of rude not to, I guess. Yeah. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Yeah. I should have swum with her. I wasn't thinking, wait a minute, what if they just want to die? That's what I would have wanted. I get so mad when people do that to me. Oh, things are... Oof. Not a great hand. It must have known that I did some tweaks to my deck again. So we dropped out Rabbit Boy, went down to 20 lands. Okay, that's bad. No. Okay. And what the fuck else are we gonna do, right, guys? Quit the game? I don't believe so. I gotta return 3 cards altogether, though. Ouch. I have done this before. Oh, come on! I don't have lifelink yet. But even if I get lifelink, I don't have the mana for it yet. Leyline of Resonance. Oh my god, how the fuck did I call it again? And that's 2 matches in a row, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. 2 matches in a row. No deck stats matter unless you're best of 3 anymore. Like, seriously. In Historic, I see this as acceptable, sure. No, man, just go for it. Kill me. Murk my ass. You got it in you? I'm waiting for them to ask me if I had fun. Like, they have not once asked me, did you have fun during this match? During a Leyline of Resonance turn 0 match. I cannot say it enough. This is why I only come to Standard to create content. And this is a good deck. By all means, I know this is a good deck. But so many fucking red deck wins matches, so many on the draws. Oh, it's hard to get ahead like that. That is 3 matches in a row where they have been. I've been on the draw. They've dropped Leyline of Resonance turn 0. 3 in a row. What fucking queue am I in? Now they're just sitting there rubbing themselves. Me so good. I take back my earlier statement. I wish I had recorded my historic video today. Like in the beginning of this session, it was just like red deck wins, red deck wins, red deck wins. Here we go again. Red deck wins, red deck wins. I'm afraid to play her. I'm sure she's gonna get got. But I don't have another option. And I don't have any life gain in my hand, so. What is going on here? I just wish I wish I had a good way for card advantage for this deck. Well, there's some decent ways for card advantage. I mean, Audacity's nice. The fuck took them so long? Were they gone? What the? Wow. Okay. I think we've all done this if we've played with Leyline of Resonance. We had a garbage hand. We had Leyline. We got accepted and we kept it. Or they have removal, and they're waiting to use said removal. Playing with this one actually makes me feel more optimistic about the Naya one, though. I have more instant speed interactions in it, obviously, so that's kind of fun. I'm just gonna we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Do they have it? They don't. Well, maybe they do, but if they do have shock, they pulled a snafu. Okay, so not nice. I think they kept a bad hand because they had Leyline of Resonance. I am so fucking happy. Yeah, you should have done that last turn unless you didn't have them. That's a lot of counters. That is nice. And then we're going to put them all on Calyx next. Just, they'll be our blocker. We're going to clone Audacity, put Audacity and 3 counters on them. They'll be a 7/5. Or does Constellation only trigger once a turn? No, I think nope, it enters. Nope, do this only once. Oh, no, it's do the copy once a turn. Never mind. Yeah, they kept such a garbage hand because they had Leyline of Resonance in there. They probably had every piece they needed except for a second land or a creature. Yeah, attach Audacity to him. Put every fucking counter on him. Now, what's great about First Strike is First Strike will trigger this. So if we have a creature with First Strike who has Audacity on them and they hit somebody, First Strike will trigger, and then we can put it on the next creature. And the second, their normal strike will hit with Audacity, and any counters created from that. Yeah, just hurry up and lose. I mean, they can manifest an Army of Dread, maybe. Well, not an army. They can only get 2 tokens out at this point if they attacked. They ain't got shit. I just made a 7-5 on turn 3 out of nowhere, basically. I heard Black's power level just went through the roof with Duskmourn. It fucking did. Can't be countered by war, can't do hexproof. Bitch, what? Bitch, what? Bitch, what? Bitch, what? I cannot say that enough. Like, holy shit, holy shit. Not that great of a hand, but we'll keep it. I mean, I got first strike and lifelink, so maybe I can make a comeback in the late game. Oh, they're poisoned, so lifelink doesn't fucking matter. Fucking toxic decks. Oh my god. I'm having terrible luck today. That's what it is 100% of the way. It's just terrible fucking luck. I had 3 Leyline resonances on turn 0 in a row. And now I have someone that can double drop these fuckers on me. Watch, next turn, they'll get the Mockingbird. What the fuck am I gonna do after that? What we need here is called Trample. And what do we not? Well, we kind of get Trample, but not the Trample outlet we need. Still, something's better than nothing. Let's make it wide. Let's stress them out. Keep swinging. So they could easily finish us off next turn. We cannot. You know what really helped, though? So I'm going to exile these motherfuckers, but I don't think that's going to happen in time. Mockingbird! There we go! I'm so glad that doesn't trigger them. Well, we got it, just like I said, it ain't going to happen in time. See, I want to throw it on them, but if I throw it, because they have trample, they'll get damage there. But if I throw it on them, what sucks about that is they don't get any toughness out of this, because I don't have any enablers on the field. I mean, I'm just going to do this. We're not going to win. They have everything they fucking need. We'll hold these two back just as chum blockers. But hey, if they don't kill us this turn and we draw Audacity, it's pretty stupid. I've had terrible luck today. Thought I was out of the woods, and then I had this motherfucker drop both of these on turn 2. Okay. Nice, nice. They really were relying on that Mockingbird. I didn't think I just thought the Mockingbird was like just in case kind of shit. I didn't think they really needed it that bad. Nice, nice. They keep going first a lot. Like, I'm not crazy here. It's not that great of a hand either. But I mean, God, like, once again, we have lifelink. That's worth something. I don't know. I'm gonna mulligan, see what I get. Okay, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Lot better. Holy shit, a lot better. I don't know if I should get rid of Calyx or not. It's weird because I have Royal Treatment. I think I'm gonna get rid of Calyx. No, I'm gonna get rid of Royal Treatment. Hopefully, I don't regret that. Yes, hello. It is your go. It is your go, good sir. Your go. They ain't got nothing non-land permanent type? It's kind of odd. Let's see. I'll play another one of her. Yeah, I figured they'd have priority. I just wonder if they're going to play something like, oh my god. You know what doesn't do good against mono black? Land. Drawing a lot of lands. That never does good against mono black. Never. We'll make Calyx a 3/3. Make them a little harder to kill. That way they can't get killed by just cut down. Oh, wow, nice. And when black can't draw the removal, they just quit. Pussies. So the deck ain't doing too hot. It's not too terrible either, in my opinion, because we weren't at that great of a win rate already before I started doing more tweaks halfway through. So it's getting better. It's getting better. Like this final version 4, after these 6 matches, it's 3 for 3. That includes some 3 red deck wins on the 2 of them being on the draw, and all 3 of them had a turn 0 leyline resonance. I beat one because they leylined into a bunch of nothing. This deck is fun as fuck though. It is. It is a great deck to run. It's not perfected. It needs some tweaks. Definitely, if I ever go into perfecting it, I will post that video. I think I'd rather do a Naya version of this deck next. Really try to look at enchantment synergy between all the colors. And so yes, we are going Orzhov eventually as well, and that's gonna be dirty because there's an uncommon enchantment that works as removal and removes ward and hexproof. Like that, those decks that use the fairy to bounce stuff, oof, scary stuff, really scary stuff. So surprisingly not that bad against like red deck wins and other aggro decks. So that's 5 to 6 altogether if we assume every Rakdos deck was a red deck wins, which I actually don't think they all were. But either way, that's not that bad, especially with a lot of leyline residences on turn 0. Oh my god, it's crazy today. But it's also crazy to say that 11 of my 21 matches could have plausibly been red deck wins, all but one had leyline resonance. I know all but one, because one deck just wasn't the right deck to use that. So yeah, as far as stats go though, I don't think we do terribly bad against any decks except for those who are heavy in removal. So against a mono black deck, you're not going to do that great, especially, like our saving grace was things like the royal treatment, getting ward from the Innkeeper's Talent, and getting ward from, once again, the royal treatment, and protected by Ghost. So with an enchantment running around here that's taken away ward, that's just one more non-land permanent we may have to remove with protected by Ghost in order to beat a well-made mono black deck. So yeah, Selesnya Enchantments are back. It is a blast to play with. There's a lot of flexibility in here. As you saw, I was kind of just tweaking stuff around the whole time. There's some stuff that I feel like works and some stuff that just doesn't work as well as I hoped. The 2-drop, in my opinion, is still an awkward spot. I'm looking around for some better options, and I really do think the Weasel worked out well. The Weasel worked out nice. I mean, having Brightblade Stoat with Lifelink and First Strike, that's great. It can even put some decks like on the hold because they don't want to attack if you've got this guy on the field and they're actually beefed up a little bit. It's turn 3, you throw down Audacity on them or something like that, or you drop them and you already had Innkeeper's Talent in play. They're getting stronger. So things like that are worth keeping in mind. Like with such an aggro meta, we definitely want Lifelink. First Strike is definitely great. The fact that this deck has 7 forms of removal is very nice as well. And thank you for watching today's